the Thrive Coalition. Come on and thrive with us. And it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and so we're bringing on from Victims Advocates Reaching Out, Karen Carpenter. Good morning, Karen.
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
Hi. Yes. Um, October is Family Violence Awareness Month, and so we just want to get the message out again that we need to be aware of this in our community. It continues to be a challenge for us, and especially when people are now home with each other more. That sometimes it even erupts, more often. And so during October, the coalition is doing many things to raise awareness. And I am actually a part of VARO, and I'm also on the board of Erica's House. Hi, hi, Jason. So we want to say that we need to be aware of this. And if you'd like, I can talk a little bit about VARO and what we do.
Yes, if we could.
Okay, so VARO stands for Victim Advocates Reaching Out, and we are a nonprofit organization that deals with victims and survivors of crime, primarily the crimes of abuse. So that's family violence, sexual assault, stalking, child abuse, all of those kinds of things. Although we can deal with any crime, but those are the main ones we deal with. And so we have a hotline, 477-5552. It's available every day, 24 hours a day. So people can call us if they're experiencing abuse. They do not have to report to the police to receive our services. Although if they want to, we can help kind of walk them through that, let them know how to do that. So we usually start with the call by listening. That's really important because people need to be heard. And so we will listen. That's our emotional support. We can advocate for them if they've been to other agencies and maybe feel they haven't gotten the service they should have, or if they're having difficulty accessing services, we can assist with that. We also can provide emergency shelter and short-term shelter if they want to leave the situation. And by the way, all of our services we call it client driven. So it's up to the client what services they want. We don't tell them what they need. But if they wish to leave and are seeking shelter, we can put them into short-term shelter,
Karen.
And then help them during that time to find a longer-term shelter.
Right. So Karen, during this time, have you guys seen an increase in your client caseload?
Yes. It's kind of interesting because, and we've seen it now both times as we went into one and did this whole thing again. When we first go into one, our calls decrease. And it seems to be because people really are staying home. And of course, when they stay home, often they're with their abuser because that's usually a family member. And so they aren't able then to call safely. So we see a decrease in calls right at the beginning of one. What we did find during one, the calls that we got oftentimes were from family and friends. So they were able to call for the person, and they would call and say, I know this is going on, how can I help them? If I have a chance to give them information, what information should I give them? That kind of thing. So that's what we saw in the beginning of one. And then as things started opening up a little bit, then we saw our calls increasing because people were able maybe to get outside a little more, or they were able to go to the store and they would call us from the store, or, they were able to get to a safe place to be able to call us. And so then we saw our calls increasing. And we have had an increase in calls in both times as we went through the ones and the twos and the threes. Yeah. And actually, one of our busiest months was July, which is when we had gone, I think, from 2 to 3. So again, as things opened up, then people feel better about leaving. We also did have some calls where people were concerned about leaving. They talked to us about leaving, but then said, I think I can manage it for a little while longer. I'm concerned about taking my children out, you know, that kind of thing. So so the coronavirus really has had an effect in this whole area. And other things that we can do, we refer them, we can assist them with getting legal help, give them numbers to call, help them get their forms from the legal help to get like a protective order if they want to. We can also help them fill out what's called a pro se protective order, which is where they ask for the protective order themselves if they're not able to get legal help. We pretty much, you know, just anything that they need, we attempt to either provide it or to connect them with someone who can provide it, because no one agency can do everything.
Right.
So we really do depend on our community partners as they depend on us. You know, luckily we seem to have a group that really works well together. You know, we're not territorial. We're really focused on helping the victim survivor and her children or his children.
Right.
Abusers can be either male or female. Victims can be either male or female.
Karen, give us the number of anybody needs help, needs you know, services from VARO. You guys do great work. I love how you coordinate with everybody. But as you said, there are those people out there who maybe need to make that call. So what's the number to call?
477-5552. And I do encourage you though to think about, you know, is it safe to make the call? You don't want the abuser hearing you. And what people have done is great. You know, if you can't make the call, if you can get information to a family or friend to, you know, call for you, that's fine too. But yeah, 477-5552, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it will be answered.
Karen, thank you so much for your time this morning, and we appreciate the work you do. It's priceless, and we appreciate that. And just to everybody that you guys coordinate with, to everybody in the VARO office and everyone at the Thrive Coalition, thank you so much. Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Of course, Karen. I had to resist the urge to, I know you get this all the time, but, you know, how's this? Greeting cards have all been sent. The Christmas rushes through.
Thank you again.
Hey, Google it. It's the Carpenters, guys. Thank you, Karen. We'll see you. God bless you. Wash your hands. It's 8:02. Thank you so much to our viewers on KUAM TV. Again, we're KUAM FM in Agotni, Guam. This is The Breeze, 93.9. And you're watching and listening to The Link. Again, we've got a great day of programming ahead for you guys on KUAM TV. So, again, thank you guys so much for joining The Link this morning on behalf of Sabrina Salas Matanani and our whole crew here